When you stop on the letter Ra, it becomes a sukoon, and then what you have to do is you have to look at the letter before it or two letters before it to see whether you pronounce it thick or thin. If those letters before it are fatha or dhamma, then you pronounce it thick. If it's a kasra, you pronounce it thin. However, there are some exceptions to the rule in the two cases of misr and kitr, and the reason for that is because the letter before it is a thick letter. It's a huruf isti'ala on both of these cases, and there's only two places where that happens. This is a sukoon, and then there's a kasra before it, so normally it would be thin, but because there's a thick letter before it, you could do it either way. It could be thick or thin. There's two ways to do it. And likewise in kitr, also, because you're stopping on it and the two letters before it is a kasra, you pronounce it thin, but because there's a thick letter before it, you could do it both ways, thick or thin. So these two are the exceptions where it's not just thin, but you could do it either thick or thin. You could do it both ways. Okay, so that's the two main exceptions to the rule when stopping on the Ra. There's also some other exceptions that is not very well known, and those are what's mentioned over here in these four places over here. That's in Yasr, Asr, and Nudur. And these here, there's two views of whether you pronounce it thick or thin. So normally speaking, all these would be pronounced thick, because if you look at the letter before the Ra, they're all fathas and dhammas. But the ulama, they say that you can also pronounce it thin on these three places also. So these are also exceptions to the rule on the Ra. When you stop on it, it becomes a sukoon. And in this case here, you have both ways as well. So those are the exceptions to the rules when stopping on the Ra. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best, and may peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.